Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University, Sioux Center, Iowa. Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball, and now with basically the fall season's almost complete for the Dordt defenders, so we settle into basketball predominantly. We'll add track and field to the mix in early December. We will also add into the mix more swimming, hockey, of course, part of the mainstays of the winter season as well. The Dordt defenders securing a win here this evening. Around the conference, some of the games have gone final, and we'll tell you more about those in a little bit. Let's do that right now. Midland beat Mount Marty 80-68. Dakota Wesleyan down Northwestern 67-55. Briar Cliff leads Morningside by 2, 75-71. College of St. Mary, it looks like Concordia's in control of that one, leading 53-25 at halftime. So we will wait for those women's games to go final. Men's basketball games, Northwestern is at Dakota Wesleyan, Mount Marty's at Midland, Morningside is at Briar Cliff, and the Waldorf Warriors are at the Dordt Defenders. And that is the game that will be coming up here shortly as we get set for that. And Bill Harmson has made his way out of the locker room, and the first order of business is just make sure that Coach Harmson can hear me okay.
Gotcha.
Gives me the nod of the head. And congratulations, Coach. Nice home win tonight. Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball for your team. And a little bit of a slow start. Waldorf shot it a little bit better than we might have expected early on. Team pretty well stayed the course, and really for the last 15 minutes or so of the first half played some pretty good basketball.
Yeah, it took us a little while to get going today, Mike, and you know, Waldorf's got some really good players. They got a nice team, and they're coached very well, and we knew that they would pose some matchup issues for us. It was a little bit of a slow start, but once we got going, I was really pleased with how we executed, really pleased with how we moved the ball, and I think we had 24 assists on our 35 field goals, so really happy with how we moved the ball. That led to score today.
Had a nice little string early on, too, where I think Liv Harrison made 2 or 3 threes. Yeah. Willow Bleeker had a couple at the end of quarters.
Yeah.
The overall percentage may not be as high as you would like, but some pretty timely shooting here this evening.
Yeah, Willow hit 1 at the end of the shot clock and 2 at the end of quarters, and I think she took
7.
She takes 7 of them, and so Willow's just a tremendous shooter, and she's young. And I think over the course of time, you know, she'll get a lot more aggressive and look for her shot a lot more. I was really pleased with the amount of time she put the ball on the floor, which led to free throws for us, which was great to see. So with this young team, Mike, we're continuing to see an expansion of their games, right? Our high-low looks in the first half today were just fantastic, and all 3 of our post players executed that really well tonight. You know, Ellie Lems had 4 assists, and that's a career high for her, so really proud of that effort as well.
Brooke Dial, the player for Waldorf that you were probably most concerned with, she averaged 24 points per game through 4 games, so not a fluke by any means. And she, I believe, was an honorable mention All-American last year as well. What did you do to slow her down and limit her?
Well, we started Janie on her and just kind of let Janie be physical. You know, a big part of the game, you know, for Waldorf was she picked up 2 really quick fouls. And so she had she spent a lot of time on the bench in the first half. We knew she'd come out and be really aggressive off the dribble in the second half, so we put Liv on her. We did a lot of switching with our screens, with our guards, and we did a pretty nice job of her. So she had 6 in the first half, 6 in the second half, and I think, you know, she only had 3 field goals. So I feel really good about the effort that our women put on in defending her, and she's a really good player.
Concordia on Saturday, are they as good as advertised?
Yeah, I think they are. They shoot the ball, just exceptionally well. Mike, great. I think they get better when they sub. They got 5 strong starters, and then they bring players off the bench, and everybody plays about equal, and that's kind of Drew's style. So it's going to be a deep scout. It's going to be a tough scout for this young team to be able to comprehend, everything that we're going to ask of them on Saturday is going to be quite a task. But I know we're going to be up for it. I know they're anxious to play against another top 5 team, and hey, we're playing in the DeWitt. And that means a lot to me. It means a lot to our team. So I'm sure Defender Nation will turn out and see a great game on Saturday.
Coach, I will let you go. Thanks for coming up, and congratulations on a 6-0 start. We'll see you on Saturday.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
That is Coach Bill Harmson, and that will officially close the book on the women's portion of our broadcast. Taking a look finally at the GPAC scores. Briarcliff and Morningside have not gone final yet. Briarcliff leads Morningside, though. It certainly looks like Briarcliff's going to win. They're up by 3 possessions with 17 seconds remaining. But we can't quite pencil that one in yet. So we will flip the page. We will discard our information for the women's broadcast. And we will get into our men's information. The Waldorf Warriors are 2-5 overall, 1-0 in the conference. They are averaging 69 points per game. They surrender 80 points per game. They make 44% of their field goals. They allow 43% success. They are getting out-rebounded 38-35. 3-point shooting, 28% for the Waldorf Warriors, 41% for opponents. Turnovers, they commit 16, and they force 12. They have wins this season over Luther, 73-64, and a road win over the Hastings Broncos that made me turn my head on Saturday and say, that's interesting. 80-72, the final in Hastings, where Waldorf got that win. Their losses this season, Mount Mercy 74-55, Martin Luther 90-76, Graceland, Yellow Jackets got them 76-60, Kansas Wesleyan 85-74, and Governor State 76-67. Waldorf is led by Ugo Echefor, 15.1 points per game, 8.4 rebounds. Khalil Grace at 11 points per game. Nick Graves 10.5. Anthony Robinson 10.0 points per game for the Dordt Defenders. 6-0 overall. They have yet to play a conference contest, outscoring teams 90-72, outshooting teams 53-43%, and outshooting teams from the arc 40% to 28. Getting out rebounded slightly, 36.7-35. Turnovers, Dordt commits 10, opponent 16. Their wins this season are over Loras by 27, Luther by 10, Mayville State by 10, Viterbo by 31, Dakota State by 27, and William Woods on Saturday, 79-75. That win over William Woods, a signature win for the Defenders here in the early portion of the season. A team playing at home, William Woods, a veteran team, and receiving votes as well out of the AMC conference. And Dordt got him 79-75. A late 3 by Ben Fairclaw helped seal the deal in that one. Dordt was led by Bryce Kopic with 22 points. With his 22 points in that win. So those are that was the most recent outing for Dordt. A win over William Woods. Lucas Lorenzen had 14 points, Connor Milliken 12, and Luke Rankin 9 points and 9 assists. For Waldorf, their most recent outing, an 80-72 win over the Hastings Broncos. Ugo Echefor had 19 points and 12 rebounds in the win. John Gray 12 points. Khalil Grayson had 13. Dordt leads the series 8-1. They've won 6 games in a row in the series. Lucas Lorenzen had 22 points in the win last year, 105-75 in Forest City. Bryce Kopic had 16. Jake Hargens 15. Luke Rankin had 12. Echefor had 24 points for the Warriors. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a look at starting lineups from the DeWitt Gym right after this 2-minute timeout.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Today's Dordt Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Hi, this is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as we get set for Great Plains Athletic Conference men's basketball. And right now, Bryce Kopic being recognized for scoring 2,000 points as a Dordt defender. He did that last week in the win over Dakota State. So congratulations to Bryce Kopic on that. He is number 2 on the all-time list, and I don't think he's going to catch number 1. Greg Van Solen, 3,104 career points. Bryce Kopic, the second player to score over 2,000 points in Dordt history. We've had some close calls. Trevor Waltersdorf was in the upper 1900s. Luke Reuter also in the upper 1900s, but neither one able to break the 2,000-point barrier. Needed a couple of deeper runs at the national tournament for both of those players. Here are your starting lineups for the Dordt defenders, first of all. It'll be Luke Rank, and a 5'10 senior from Grimes, Iowa, averaging 8.2 points per game and 7.1 assists per contest. Connor Milliken is a 6' senior from sophomore from Springfield, Nebraska, averaging 8.5 points per game. Younger brother of Tanner Milliken, former football player for the Dordt defenders. Bryce Kopic, 5'11 senior from Hayward, Iowa, averaging 13.8 points per game. Lucas Lorenzen wears number 3. He's a 6'4 junior from Milford, Iowa, averaging 24.2 points per game. He's a former Okoboji Pioneer. Number 35 is Ben Fairclough, 6'8 senior from Australia, averaging 6.5 points per game. For the Waldorf Warriors, Dordt's coached, by the way, by Brian Van Haften. For the Waldorf Warriors, Demetrius Martin is the head coach. Number 4 is John Gray, a 6'4 junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, averaging 9.2 points per game. Anthony Robinson is a 6'6 junior from New Orleans, Louisiana, averaging 10 points per contest. Number 23 is Emmanuel Ferguson, a 6'6 freshman from Miami, Florida, averaging 4.1 points per game. Number 24 is Ugo Ejiofor, a 6'8 senior from Dallas, Texas, averaging 15.1 points per game. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Waldorf Warriors, Noah Miller, a 6' senior from Forest City, Iowa, averaging 4.1 points per contest. This Waldorf Warrior team coming off an 80-72 win over the Hastings Broncos on Saturday. Women's basketball, they've finally gone final. Briar Cliff does defeat Morningside 84-75, so all but one of the games final in GPAC women's basketball. We're underway with the men's game, and the Waldorf Warriors with the basketball. They've got purple on black numbers, so I beg your indulgence if we indulge me if I have a little trouble identifying numbers from the balcony. Not viewer friendly. Pass goes over, right side Kopic, underneath Lorenzen. Lorenzen muscles it up, shot no good. And the rebound is controlled by Waldorf, and the Warriors come up with it. They'll walk it into the front court. Waldorf has the basketball. They pass high post to Ejiofor. Ejiofor with the basketball. Ejiofor passes over to Robinson. Robinson with it. Robinson down low to Ejiofor. Ejiofor kicks it back out to the perimeter. 13 to shoot. Comes back out front to Robinson. Robinson poked away by Milliken. Milliken gets a hand on it. Here comes Rankin into the front court. Rankin with the basketball. Rankin back it goes Lorenzen. Lorenzen right side Rankin. Rankin with the basketball. Rankin gives it up Lorenzen. Lorenzen scoops it up with the right hand from the left side. Good. Lucas Lorenzen with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt defenders lead 2-0. So Dordt scores first. Here comes Waldorf. Waldorf for the basketball. Robinson. Robinson has it. Robinson with the basketball. And Robinson, they feed it off left side. Dump it down low for Ejiofor. Ejiofor kick out pass. 3, missed, no good. Rebound ripped down by Ejiofor. Ejiofor comes back outside Gray. Gray 3, missed, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Lorenzen. Hands it off to Rankin. Waldorf retreating. The Forest City, Iowa school. Here's Milliken. Milliken dumps it underneath to Kopic. Kick out pass. Rankin. 3 on the way. Good. 3-point bucket for Luke Rankin. Dordt with the extra pass, and the defenders lead at 5-0. 5-0 our score. Bringing the basketball back the other way. This is Noah Miller. Miller passes it off to Ejiofor. Ejiofor with it. Ejiofor gave Dordt problems last year in Forest City. Shot in the paint, no good. A rebound controlled by Lorenzen. Lucas outlets over to Rankin. Rankin snaps it ahead to Kopic. Kopic driving in, reverse layup, good. Bryce Kopic with a reverse layup. Dordt with a 7-0 lead. Timeout on the floor, charged to Waldorf. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
Dordt defenders with a 7-0 lead to start the contest. Out of the timeout, Waldorf has the basketball. They pass it right side to the Forest City native. This is Noah Miller. Miller with it out front. Miller passes right side. Gets it over to Ferguson. Lobs it down low. Ejiofor. Ejiofor short corner. Throws it away. Well, part of the game plan today was to try and get Waldorf playing a little bit faster than they feel comfortable with. And with the basketball is Rankin. Rankin with it. Rankin passes back out front. Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the ball. Lorenzen driving in. Scoops it up with the right hand. Good. Lucas Lorenzen with 4 points as he puts it on the deck as they play him to shoot. And he's able to drive around his player and knocks it down. Dordt with a steal on the other end. No, it's taken back. Now here's Rankin. Rankin comes away with a steal eventually. Dordt has numbers. 4-on-1. They give it up. Lorenzen. Lorenzen muscles it up. Draws contacts. And the defenders with an 11-0 lead. 11-0 our score. Dordt getting out quickly in this one. And the defenders on defense now. New player in. This is Khalil Grayson. Grayson came in at the quarter break. And it's stolen away by Lorenzen. Lorenzen driving in, and he hammers it. Lucas Lorenzen with 8 points, and the Dordt defenders with a 13-0 lead. Dordt with a 13-0 run to start the contest. 16:24 left to play in the first half. This time out brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Well, the Dordt defenders with a 13-0 run to start the contest. The defenders 6 of 7 from the floor. Waldorf has also committed 5 turnovers here in the first 3.5 minutes. Waldorf with the basketball. This is Miller. Miller gets it out front. Ferguson. Ferguson 3, no good. And the rebound is tapped out of bounds by Ejiofor. It'll be Dordt basketball as Fairclaw went up for it. And Dordt gets the basketball into Luke Rankin. Rankin will walk it up the floor. So Luke has the basketball, drives in, hesitates, and it's tapped away from behind by the Warriors and John Gray. And Ty Van Essen will check into the ball game. Ben Fairclaw will check out. Throwing the ball in left side of the lane as we face the hoop is Rankin. Rankin gets it into Van Essen. Van Essen hands it back over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with 8 early points in this one. Kopic, 3 from the right wing, in and out, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Waldorf. Waldorf with the basketball. Bringing it up is Gray. Gray stops. Passes it back out on the perimeter to Grayson. Grayson back to Gray, and he throws it right to Milliken. Milliken on the drive, lays it up with the right hand. Too strong, no good, but there for the putback dunk is Lucas Lorenzen. Lucas Lorenzen with the stick-back dunk, and the Dordt defenders lead at 15-0. 15-0 our score, and we've got a foul called away from the ball, and Lucas Lorenzen gets called for a foul, and Ejiofor went to the ground pretty easily that time, and Lorenzen gets called for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on the defenders. 15-0, defenders leading. Well, look for that highlight of Lucas Lorenzen's putback dunk on social media a little bit later on. Carter Scott working diligently, clipping highlights. Pass cross court taken by Waldorf. Kopic gambled for the steal. And for the floater is Grayson. Grayson with a 2-point bucket, and Waldorf is on the board with the basketball. This is Van Essen. Van Essen over to Kopic. Kopic with the basketball, right side of Lorenzen. Lorenzen at the top of the key. He'll fire a 3. That one's too strong, no good. And a fight for the basketball, and it's taken away by Waldorf. So Waldorf showing some signs of life here, down 15-2. Putting a little fight in, or getting a little fight, and we've got a push called on Ejiofor. Ejiofor goes over the top of Bryce Kopic that time, gets whistled for the personal foul. So the defenders will get the basketball back. Ejiofor is a 6'8" senior from Dallas. Gave Dordt problems last year, especially in the first half, and ended with over 20. He's averaging 15 points a game this season. Right side it goes to Lorenzen. Lorenzen drives in, and another foul call, this time on Ejiofor. That's number 2 on him, and Ugo might be done for a little while. And decision time now for Demetrius Martin. And this one not starting out the way the first-year head coach from Waldorf would have liked. That might be the understatement of the night so far. So Ejiofor checks out of the ball game. New player checking in for Waldorf is Gene Noble. He's from Roy, Utah, 6'8" senior. And Lorenzen makes them both. He's got a dozen early, and the defenders lead 17-2. Tyler Prinz is in. Bryce Kopic is out. Lucas Lorenzen is out. And Luke Rankin is back in. Also on the floor for the defenders is Jake Proctor, the sophomore from Heston, Kansas. Floater in the lane that time by Cartier Parr. Parr makes it 17-4 on the floater. Vanessa out front, it goes. Prinz driving in with the right hand. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot two. Nice take that time by Tyler Prinz. Played him up close, tempting him to drive, and that time Prinz drove. So a couple of free throws on the way for Prinz. First one is up and good. Another one on the way for Tyler, the senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He is averaging 2.3 points per game as Prinz. Bothered by injury the last couple of years, ankle injuries that just really made it tough for him to get into the flow of things. Proctor with the offensive rebound. Prinz will drive in, kick out pass out front. Rankin with the basketball, can't get loose. Backdoor cut Proctor. Proctor hands it off Hargens. Hargens layup good. Well, the extra pass paying off for the defenders, and Dordt leads 20-4. 20-4, 13:39 remaining in the first half. Ball deflected and getting on the floor after it is Hargens. Tapped away Fairclaw. Ahead it goes Proctor. Layup good. Jake Proctor with another two, and the Dordt defenders lead at 22-4. 22-4. Defenders leading by 18. And bringing the basketball up the floor is Cartier Parr. Parr passes it off left side to Noble. Noble with the basketball. Noble gives it up to Grayson. Grayson with the basketball underneath. Gets the return pass now. Might have been a travel on Parr. He takes it in against Prinz. Puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound out. 3 seconds to shoot. Now two. Desperation triple. No good. Rebound taken away by Prinz. Off and running the defenders. Rankin with the basketball. No look pass to Hargens. And Hargens is stripped on the way up. No foul call. He was looking for the foul call. Anthony Robinson stripped it clean. Prinz will check out of the ball game, and Milliken will check in. Prinz, nice run that time. Rankin to throw it in, and Rankin gets it into Hargens. Hargens trying to go to work. Jake in the paint. His short shot hangs on the rim and drops through. Jake Hargens with 4. Dordt leads 24-4. Steal by Rankin. Dordt in the front court. Rankin. Skip pass over to Proctor. Proctor, 3. Rattles it, no good. Rebound taken down by Milliken. Milliken shot no good. Rebound deflected. Taken down by Fairclaw. Fairclaw stick back. Ben Fairclaw makes it 26-4. Defenders by 22. 12-13 and counting. First half. Waldorf basketball. Grayson. Grayson has it out front. Fairclaw guarding him. Pass goes back out front. Noble. Noble against Proctor, and Proctor is going to be called for a reach-in. So Jake Proctor whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on him. Team foul number 2 on the defenders. And with 12:02 remaining in the first half, Waldorf inbounds. Noble has it, right-hand side. He's playing for Ejiofor, who's on the bench with 2 personal fouls. On the right-hand side, and they throw it away. Another turnover by the Warriors. That's number 9 already. So 9 possessions ending in turnovers already for the Warriors. They've got 9 shots from the floor. Dordt has 17 shots so far. Dordt with a 9-5 rebounding advantage as well. Bringing the basketball up the floor is Rankin. Luke with the basketball, gets a ball screen out front. Hargens. They go back over to Milliken. 3 ball in and out, no good. Rebound deflected and picked up by Noble. Noble with the basketball. Noble, they drop it off and driving the lane and laying it up with the left hand. Going coast to coast is Robinson on that. Dordt leads 26-6. Rankin has it on the left-hand side. Sizes up the defense. Rankin hesitates, puts it up with the left hand off the glass, good. Luke Rankin with 5. Dordt leads 28-6. Rankin, an assist and steal already so far. 11:05 remaining in the half. High post pass, Noble. Noble on the right elbow. Pivots, squares up against Fairclaw. Puts it on the deck one time. Now pass goes back out front, Gray. Gray gives it up to Grayson. Grayson shot blocked. Rebound taken away by the defenders. Here comes Rankin in transition. Rankin stops, throws it to Proctor. Proctor back to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball. Rankin shakes, drives in with a left hand. Another finish for Luke Rankin. Rankin with 7. Dordt leads 30-6. 30-6, defenders leading. Now for Waldorf, driving in and scooping it up with a left hand. Waldorf gets the 2-point bucket by Grayson. Grayson now with 4. So Grayson with 4. Pass goes into the corner. Rankin. Rankin to Hargens. Hargens posting up back to the basket. Fairclough snaps it right side over to Milliken. Milliken cutter underneath Hargens. Hargens dribbles it off of his foot and out of bounds. It will be Waldorf basketball. I was going to say, Waldorf has a tough turnaround here. Now, granted, they're going to be an outlier in terms of travel from Forest City. There's really no school that's terribly close to them or one of the closer road trips. And I'm going to venture to guess it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes from here to Forest City. Anyhow, they had to go to Hastings on Saturday. Got a win. But now they turn around and come back to Sioux Center on the bus today. And so they might not have their legs under them yet. Gene Noble with the basketball out front. Nearly picked off by Kopic. Pass left side. Shot in the paint is off the mark, no good. Lorenzen has it tipped away. Prinz comes up with a loose basketball in the corner. So Tyler Prinz with a defensive rebound. Gets it away Lorenzen. Lorenzen back to Prinz. Dordt leading by 22. Lucas gets it left side over to Kopic. Kopic driving in with the right hand. Good. Bryce Kopic with 4. Defenders leading 32-8. The defenders right now 67% shooting from the floor. 14 of 21. Just 1 of 5 from the arc. Shot on the way by Parr. Cartier Parr with the 3-pointer, and Waldorf's is in double figures at 32-11. Kopic back to Lorenzen. The answer, top of the key. Yep. 3-point bucket for Lucas Lorenzen. Lorenzen with 15 first half points. And the defenders lead 35-11. Bringing the basketball up the floor is Graves. Graves passes it off. Slingshot 3 is up and through. Khalil Grayson with the 3. He's got 7. Dordt leads 35-14. Lorenzen 3. That one's going to be a little bit strong, no good. But there for the tap in is Prinz. Prinz went up with a massive humanity around him, and he gets the put back to go. He's got 3. And the defenders lead 37-14. Waldorf basketball. Backdoor cut. It's taken away by Lorenzen ahead to Kopic. One player to beat. Kopic, finger roll, early release, lays it up good. Bryce Kopic with 6 points, and the defenders extend the lead to 39-14. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
At our pregame and postgame shows brought to you this season by Wireless World, your Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Thanks to the Defender Band for being in the duet tonight, adding to the atmosphere on a Wednesday evening that, boy, today felt like winter all of a sudden. With a basketball, Graves, shot in the paint, no good, but we've got a push underneath. It's going to go on Gene Noble. Noble has just picked up the personal foul. Checking out of the game is Nick Graves. Checking back in will be Noah Miller, and we're going to see Ejiofor checking into the game. So Ejiofor is in. Noble will check out. Dordt leading 39-14. Xavier Van Beek checks into the game. Here comes Bryce Kopic with it. Kopic at the top of the key. Bryce with it. Fires it back out front. Ty Van Essen, 3 off the mark, no good. And the rebound cleared by the defenders. They give it back to Van Essen on the no-look pass from Kopic. Layup good for Ty. Ty, the junior from Sheldon, with his first 2 tonight. And the Dordt defenders lead 41-14. 41-14 the score, with it on the right-hand side. Shot on the way, missed, no good. Rebound tapped out, and it's off of a Waldorf player. Now Ty Van Essen gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt. It will be Waldorf basketball. So Ben Fairclaw back into the game. Waldorf with a couple of threes so far tonight from Cartier Parr and Khalil Grayson. 41-14, defenders with a lead though. They've established themselves early. Emmanuel Ferguson with the basketball. He passes the right side back over to Miller. Miller with it. Miller, left-hand side, trying to penetrate his Parr. Throws it right back over to Miller. Miller into the paint, nothing there. Goes back outside, now driving in, reverse layup, and Parr with another 2. He's got 7, that time using the basket to shield and gets the reverse. Comes back over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen, top of the key 3, good. Lucas Lorenzen with his second 3. He's got 18 first half points. Dordt leads 44-14. Luke Rankin will be checking in at the next dead ball. With the basketball out front, Parr. Parr gives it up. This is Ferguson. Ferguson throws it into the corner. Ejiofor, double teamed, kicks it out of the double team. 10 to shoot for Waldorf, and they throw it to Ejiofor, and Ejiofor loses it out of bounds. It will be Dordt basketball. So Kopic checks out. Rankin checks in. Throwing the ball in will be Xavier Van Beek. So Van Beek will check it in. He'll get it inbounded to Rankin. Rankin, the senior from Grimes. All-time assist leader at Dordt. And he's going to really put some distance in between himself and second place before all is said and done. That is, of course, if everything goes according to plan over the next 3 months. Pass comes in Hargens. Hargens reverse layup, good. Jake Hargens with the 2-point bucket. He's got 6, and the defenders lead 46-14. And the buckets just keep on coming for the Dordt defenders. With it out front, Warriors, backdoor cut. Comes back right side, Gray. Gray down to the block. Gray fires it back over. Shot no good, but there for the rebound, and the putback is Ejiofor. Missed it, pinned it against the rim. And coming away is Rankin. No look pass. They give it up to Van Beek, and Van Beek is hacked from behind. That's going to go on McNeil Thompson, the 4th. So Thompson whistled for the personal foul, and they will say no free throws. I thought maybe he was in the shooting motion. The officials tonight, Brent McNerlin, Jeff Kopecky, and Grant Jeffries, don't agree with me. Pass out front goes to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with the basketball. Lorenzen gets a ball screen. Free throw line jumper, Lucas, good. If he gets going, and he has, he's got 20 first half points. He can score in a hurry and in a variety of ways. He's got a stick back dunk. He's got a breakaway. He's got a couple of drives. He's got a mid-range jumper and a couple of three-pointers. And the Dordt defenders lead 48-16. 48-16 defenders. Waldorf basketball, they have it on the right-hand side. Now, also closing in on 1,000 points is Luke Rankin. Top of the key, triple, no good. Rebound taken away by Lorenzen, gets it away to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball. Rankin with it, Luke spins, Jumper in the paint, in and out, no good. Rankin with 7 so far tonight, 19 shy of the 1,000-point mark coming into tonight's game. Dordt leading 48-16, 4:42 remaining in the half. Waldorf basketball, and it is poked away by Rankin, and they call a travel violation on the Warriors and John Gray. And Rankin actually 600 career assists entering the game today. 981 career points entering the game. Pass comes to Fairclough. Bend three, good. Everything pretty free and easy right now for the defenders, 51-16. This is a Waldorf team that's averaging 69 points a game. And a blocking foul called on Luke Rankin. Foul number 1 on Luke. Rankin up to this point in his career has played, this is his 101st career start out of 101 games played, and I'm not sure he has missed a game in his career. 31 as a freshman, 33 as a sophomore, 30 as a junior, and 7 now as a senior. Pass comes in. Khalil Grayson working against Prinz. 4:05 and counting. That's in the first half. Pass goes back over to Robinson. Robinson back out front to Gray. Gray gives it up. Comes back to Thompson. 3 missed, no good. And the rebound cleared by Prinz. Ahead to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball at the top of the key. Comes back left side to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with 20 first half points. Puts it on the deck. Step back 3. Missed it, no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Warriors. Coming up with it is Anthony Robinson. Robinson on the wing and a layup and missed it. That's been the night it has been so far for Waldorf. No look pass from Rankin to Hargens. Hargens with a 2-point bucket, and Dordt just playing a little too fast for Waldorf right now. It's 53-16. Driving in, layup missed, no good. Fairclough bothered the shot. Here comes Dordt in transition. No look pass again. Hargens has it ripped away. Might have been a foul there. No call made. And coming back the other way is Thompson. Thompson with a 2-point bucket, and he is fouled. Dordt leading 53-18. Well, my Ireton Christian math getting tested here. 35 points. The difference so far. 53-18. And shooting free throws, Thompson for the 3-point play opportunity. Free throws up, skims the rim and drops through. He makes it 53-19. So the defenders with the lead and the basketball. Prinz will bring it up. Prinz takes it across half court. Prinz, left side Milliken into the corner in Proctor, and it's deflected and taken back by Waldorf. Waldorf for the basketball, and now poked away by Proctor. So Proctor helps the defenders. That's just the second turnover by the defenders here in the first half. They have maximized their opportunities. 34 shots from the floor for the defenders here in the first half. They made 23 of them, right at 68%. 2:34 remaining. With it on the right-hand side, driving is Thompson. Thompson hands it off to Grayson. Grayson shot no good. Rebound taken away by Prinz. Here comes Dordt in transition again, 4-on-3. The trailer Milliken, pull up, triple, good. Connor Milliken with the 3-point basket. Dordt leads 56-19. 56-19 our score. Proctor might have turned an ankle. Shot no good. Rebound Fairclough. Fairclough gets it away to Prinz, and we've got a player shaken up. So Proctor will walk to the sideline under his own power. And he'll try to walk it off up and down the bench. So Parr back into the game. And Prinz will bring it up. Vanesson will get it to Prinz. Prinz driving in, lays it up with the right hand, missed it, no good. Rebound cleared by Waldorf. Long pass into the front court. Ben Loverud in the contest. He's a senior from Urbandale, Iowa. Pass comes back right side. Gray. Gray puts up a three. In and out, no good. Another rebound for the defenders. Dordt with 22 rebounds here in the first half. An 11 rebound advantage. Loverud underneath it goes to Van Beek, and Van Beek is held on the play. And Van Beek will shoot a 1-and-1. Xavier Van Beek will shoot a 1-and-1. Dordt with 9 players in the scoring column already, trying to make it 10 here. Bryce Kopic will check in. Prinz will check out. And Xavier Van Beek, free throw, good. Another one on the way for Xavier. Xavier makes it 57-19 defenders, 1:27 left to play in the half. So another free throw on the way for Van Beek. That one's up and through. So Van Beek makes both free throws. Defenders lead 58-19. Cartier Parr with the basketball on the right-hand side. He hands it off. This is Robinson. Robinson in the paint. Kick-off pass back to Parr. Parr missed it. Too strong. No good. Rebound taken away by Kopic. Here comes Dordt again in transition. Kopic has the basketball. Shakes right. Comes back left. Now comes back with the right hand, and he's stripped. Coming away with it is Miller. Miller with the basketball. Euro step and a layup good. 2-point bucket for John Gray, his first. Dordt leads 58-21. Xavier Van Beek under a minute to go in the half. Xavier gets it away to Bryce Kopic. Kopic to Milliken. Milliken with the basketball. Milliken back over to Kopic. Kopic with the ball. Kopic comes back out front. Loverud. Loverud. Underneath it goes Vanessen. Vanessen with the basketball. Vanessen back to Loverud, and Loverud is stripped on the way up. So Ben Loverud will go to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting. First free throw is up and good for Loverud. Loverud, the 11th player to score for the defenders here in the first half. Might see the bench get extended in the second period if this holds. Second free throw is good for Loverud. 60-21 defenders. 25 seconds and counting, first half. Waldorf takes it across the half-court stripe. They'll hold for the final shot, trailing by 39. Waldorf has the basketball. This is Parr. Parr working against Vanessen. Puts up a step back three, and he hit it. Parr with the three. He's got 10. Kopic, desperation shot. Off of the glass, no good. And we go to the locker room. Dordt 60, Waldorf 24. Let's take a break. And I believe we've got the dance team coming up, so the Dordt Media Network, you'll probably take a short break over on KIHK. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and watching the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt defenders lead the Waldorf Warriors at halftime of this Great Plains Athletic Conference contest, 60-24. And why don't we go ahead and run those highlights. We'll take care of some of the scores, and then we'll take another extended break. I know we've got a spot that needs to play on the Dordt Media Network, so let's go ahead and run the highlights, and then we will get some of the numbers taken care of. The Dordt defenders scored the first 15 points of the game to go up 15-0, and Waldorf really never in this one. Lucas Lorenzen, 22 first half points, and did it in a variety of ways. He had dunks, he had mid-range jumpers, he had a couple of threes. Dordt got out in transition, knocked down some threes as well. The defenders 5 of 12 from the three-point line, 24 of 36 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Dordt has a 23-11 rebounding edge, 12 turnovers for the Waldorf Warriors, 4 for the defenders. Waldorf 10 of 31 shooting, 32.3%, 3 for 14 from the three-point line, 21%, 1 for 1 from the free throw line for 100%. 20 points officially for Lucas Lorenzen, 8 of 11 from the floor. He also had 6 rebounds. 8 points for Jake Hargens, 7 for Luke Rankin, 6 for Bryce Kopic, 3 for Connor Milliken, 2 for Jake Proctor, 2 for Ben Leverud, 2 for Xavier Van Beek, 3 for Tyler Prins, and 2 for Ty Van Essen. Dordt had 11 players score in the first half. For the Warriors, 10 points for Parr, Cartier Parr, 4 of 6 from the floor, 7 points for Grayson, 2 each for Gray and Robinson, and 3 for Thompson. 3 rebounds for Robinson and Ejiofor. 4 assists for Luke Rankin. Bryce Kopic had 3 assists. And 2 steals for Milliken and Lorenzen. Dordt leads 60-24 at halftime. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll be back with more at halftime. Dordt versus Waldorf. Great Plains Athletic Conference men's basketball play. Back with more in 3 minutes.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a player or coach, or a fan of the university. Now, these players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has: a game plan. And if these players and coaches are willing to put this much effort into a game, how much more important is a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, and we keep ourselves plenty busy. And even if we have precious free time, most of us don't want to spend it wrangling over financial decisions, reading financial journals, or studying the latest tax legislation. But if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, Money Concepts, the planning firm here in Sioux Center, has been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things in life more important than finances. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule an intro meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into the relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
Scores are in from the conference for women's basketball. A game you heard earlier tonight, Dordt a winner over Waldorf, 96-58. The defenders pulled away from a 13-12 advantage for a 26-14 first quarter lead, led 57-27 at halftime, and never challenged in the second half on the way to the 96-58 win. Janie Van Dock, 24 points, lead the way for the defenders, 15 points for Ellie Lems. Elsewhere in the G-Pack today, women's basketball, Concordia winner over the College of St. Mary, 87-53. That one went final a little bit later because they got started at 7 o'clock. That was a standalone game. Briar Cliff a winner over Morningside, 84-75. That was played at the Newman Flanagan Center. Midland a winner over Mount Marty, 80-68. Dakota Wesleyan a 67-55 winner over Northwestern. Conference standings, Hastings and Doane were idle. Concordia's 2-0 along with Dordt and Briar Cliff. Those are the three undefeated teams in the league with 2 games played. Doane and Hastings are both 1-0 now. Northwestern's 1-1, Dakota Wesleyan is 1-1, Midland is 1-1. Mount Marty and the College of St. Mary are 0-2 along with Waldorf and Morningside. Men's basketball, Mount Marty leads Midland late in the first half, 35-33. Northwestern leads Dakota Wesleyan 40-31 at the Corn Palace. Morningside leads Briar Cliff midway through the first half, 26-15. And as I noted earlier, Doane and Hastings are idle in men's basketball as well. Let's take another 2-minute break. We'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 2 minutes. This is Dordt Basketball on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Let's take a look at the schedule for the rest of the week and on the Dordt calendar. Junior varsity teams will play tomorrow evening. That's basketball play. They'll be playing here in Sioux Center. A couple of the games coming up at the DeWitt Gym. And then on Friday, the schedule holds NAI National Cross Country Championships being run in Columbia, Missouri. Matt Boss is there. He'll be providing coverage of that. That'll get started at 10:30 in the morning Friday. And then the men's race will follow at 11:30. So women first and then the men. Hockey, 7 o'clock Friday night. Dordt will play Dallas Baptist. And then on Saturday, as always, plenty of things going on. Gustavus Adolphus invite taking place for the swim teams at St. Peter, Minnesota. Hockey team plays Dallas Baptist again at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And the Dordt basketball teams facing Concordia. Concordia women come in with a number 5 rating, Dordt number 1. Tip off at 2 o'clock here in Sioux Center. And then we wrap up the day with Dordt versus Concordia in men's basketball. That'll be number 9 Concordia against Receiving Boats Dordt, about 3:45 Saturday afternoon. Next week, nothing on the home calendar. Got the men's basketball team traveling to Columbia, Missouri. They'll be playing Columbia and Hannibal LaGrange, that is, in a classic hosted by Columbia. And you'll be able to hear those games on KIHK. And for the first time in, well, probably almost a quarter century, I don't remember ever having a completely open Thursday and Friday after Thanksgiving on the schedule. Seems like we always had basketball classics. Kind of hoping for a football playoff game this year, but it was not to be. And so Thursday and Friday, nothing on the calendar. Next week, the following week, 2 weeks from tonight, Dordt back at home, taking on Dakota Wesleyan in GPAC basketball. And then we hit it pretty hard for about 2 weeks before we get back into, we have a Christmas break. That'll begin on December 19th in terms of athletics. Driving right side is Milliken. Milliken floater, no good. Tap out by Rankin, no good. And coming up with the basketball is Waldorf. Waldorf with the basketball. Dordt leading 60-24. Man-for-man defense applied by the defenders. Edge of 4, tries to set a screen, now rolls out of it. Shot blocked by Fairclough, rebound defenders. Milliken comes up with it. Here's Rankin skipping, goes back over to Milliken. Milliken back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen back to Rankin. Rankin penetrates, back to Fairclough, 20 to shoot. Jumper in the lane by Milliken is up and through. He's got 5. Defenders lead 62-24. Waldorf basketball. Coming up the floor with it is Gray. Gray guarded by Rankin. Kick out pass to Robinson. Robinson gives it up. Mid-range jumper missed, no good. Nice rebound by Ben Fairclough holding off edge of 4. Gets it over to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball across the timeline. A minute into the second half. Dordt leads 62-24. Out front, Milliken. Milliken, another pull-up jumper from 15. That one rolls off the rim. Would not fall through for the sophomore from Springfield, Nebraska. And back we go the other way. Waldorf for the basketball. No-look pass to edge of 4. Edge of 4 off the glass, good. Ugo edge of 4 with his first 2 points today. Dordt leads 62-26. Steal by Waldorf. Waldorf for the basketball. On the left wing, driving is Gray. Shot in the paint, no good. Rebound cleared by Lorenzen. Lorenzen back over to Rankin. Rankin with the basketball. Rankin gives it back over to Lucas. Lucas at the top of the key, puts on the Jets, gets around his player, lays it up on the right hand, good. Lucas Lorenzen with 22, and the defenders lead 64-26. 64-26 defenders. 17:55 remaining. Pass left side over to Miller. Miller stolen away by Milliken. Milliken ahead to Kopic. Kopic, no look pass. Lorenzen slammed him. Lorenzen with 24 off the assist from Kopic. And the defender lead is 40, 66-26. 66-26. Goes over to Robinson. Robinson feeds it underneath. Shot no good. Fairclaw had it. Ejiofor unable to control it, and the rebound cleared by the defenders in Rankin. Rankin, underneath it goes Kopic. Kopic layup good, he's got 8. Dordt leads 68-26. 17-10 remaining in regulation. Waldorf basketball out front, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Timeout charged to the Waldorf Warriors. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Grain House, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
You're listening to Dordt basketball on KIHK. And also on the Dordt Media Network. 17 minutes left to go in regulation. Dordt in front comfortably, and a reach-in foul called on Lucas Lorenzen, and Lorenzen has just been whistled for his second personal foul. So Lorenzen at his season average right now with 17 minutes remaining. And Waldorf looking to throw in. They get it inbounded. Ejiofor. Ejiofor over the basketball. Ejiofor on the right-hand side. They give it up. Fire it back out to Parr. Cartier Parr gives it up to Ferguson. Ferguson in the paint. Shot no good. And the putback by Ferguson. Ferguson with his first 2 points. Rankin pull up is no good. And the rebound is cleared by Waldorf. Waldorf for the basketball, trailing 68-28. Left side pass, comes back out front, Ferguson. It was Grayson, beg your pardon. They throw it down to Ejiofor. Ejiofor, left-hand side. Parr. Parr, right side. On the move, pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound corralled by Kopic off the deflection. Bryce, no-look pass Rankin. Rankin kick-out pass Lorenzen. Lorenzen 3, good. Lorenzen with 27, and the defender lead is 71-28. So the defenders continuing to pull away. And the suspense taken out of this one early with a 15-0 run to start the game. Waldorf has 2 timeouts remaining if they decide to use them. Pass comes back to Hargens. Pardon me, Hargens on the, we've got Hargens checking into the game, beg your pardon. That'll be at the next break. Basket by Waldorf, and that was Parr. Parr with 12. He's been one of the bright spots for Waldorf tonight. He's got 12. Kopic in the paint, his shot no good, left it short, and the rebound is taken down by Waldorf. Dordt leading 71-30. Warriors over the basketball. Warriors coming out of the North Star Athletic Association. Basically with Jamestown electing to leave the league. The Great Plains Athletic Conference adding Waldorf last year and slotted them into the schedule. That was with Jamestown. Ejiofor throws it out of bounds on the cross-court pass. Well out of play. So the defenders with the lead, 71-30. Prinz is in the game. Dordt has gone with wholesale changes. Van Essen, Prinz, Van Beek, Hargens, and Loverud. I don't think we'll see Jake Proctor for the rest of this one. He kind of dinged up his ankle. Hopefully nothing serious. Van Beek, right side pass, Loverud. Loverud to Hargens. Hargens into the paint, trying to work his way. Comes back outside Loverud. Loverud back to Hargens. Hargens dumps it off to Van Essen. Van Essen, the layup, good. Ty Van Essen with 4. Dordt leads 73-30. And Waldorf has the basketball. Waldorf pick up the dribble. Pass comes left side. New player in for the Warriors. This is Foley Omar. Omar. Pass it down low. Edge of 4. Edge of 4. Back outside it goes to Grayson. And we've got a hold called on the defenders and Ty Van Essen. That's foul number 1 on Ty. 73-30, defenders leading. Pass out front, Omar. Omar puts it on the deck. Working his way in against Prinz. Off balance shot is good. So Omar with his first 2. 73-32. Right side pass, Van Beek. Van Beek, 3, drains it. Xavier with 5. Dordt leads 76-30. 76-32, beg your pardon. Never factored in that last 2 points by Waldorf, and now a foul called in the paint against the defenders. So Dordt up 76-32 in this one. The defenders 66% field goal shooting. Big discrepancy, the turnovers, 14 by Waldorf, 5 by the defenders, and then you factor in rebounding as well. Dordt plus 11 in that category. 16 of Dordt's baskets assisted here tonight as well. First free throw is good. Another one on the way. And that one is good as well. Couple of made free throws for Nick Graves. Graves came in averaging 10.5 points per game. That's his first 2. Dordt leads 76-34. Van Beek to Van Essen. Van Essen back to Van Beek. Van Beek off balance shot. Got to the rim, just couldn't quite finish. And coming out with it is Cartier-Parr. Parr. Pass it, right corner. Shot no good. And the rebound controlled by Prinz. Prinz stumbles, picks it up, passes over to Hargens. Hargens slam dunk. Jake Hargens explodes on the baseline. He's got 10. And the defenders lead 78-34. Off balance shot. Hangs on the rim, won't fall through. Another rebound for Prinz. Tyler Prinz, 3 points, 9 rebounds already for the senior guard. Pass goes Van Essen. Van Essen gives it to Loverud. Loverud shovels it off. Hargens. Hargens shooting fish in a barrel right now. Jake Hargens. He's got a dozen. And the defender lead is 80-34. Well, the fight is out of the Waldorf Warriors right now. Got down right away and just haven't. Then they got edge of 4 and a little bit of foul trouble. Picked up his second. Missed 3. No good. Rebound taken away by, you guessed it, Prinz. He's got 10. Left side pass, Van Beek. Van Beek. Van Beek and Prinz played together at Sioux Falls Christian. Van Essen goes right side to Hargens. Hargens back, Prinz. Prinz right side, Van Beek. Van Beek back to Van Essen. Van Essen gives it up, Prinz. Prinz to Ty. Ty, Van Essen 3, left it short, no good. Rebound taken away by Parr. Parr with the basketball. And a foul called against the defenders, and a reach-in foul called on Xavier. So Xavier Van Beek whistled for the personal foul. (80-34). Times when you watch Jake Hargens play and you think maybe he could play linebacker too. Pretty good explosiveness that time on the baseline. Left side pass goes to Parr. Kick out pass 3, missed, no good. Rebound Van Essen saves it into Prinz. Here come the defenders. We approach the midpoint of the second half. Loverud comes back right side, Van Beek. Xavier back over to Prinz. Van Essen now to Prinz. Into the corner, Hargens gives it back over to Van Essen. Van Essen layup good. Ty Van Essen with a 2-point bucket. He's got 6, and the defenders lead 82-34. Step back 3, missed short, no good. Waldorf now 4 of 16 shooting here in the second half. Defenders secure another rebound. This is Prinz back out front, Hargens. Hargens triple, yep. Jake Hargens with the three. He's got 15. That's a season high for him, and the defenders lead it 85-34. 85-34. Parr tries to dump it off inside. It's deflected back out to him. Grayson underneath. Nothing there for Khalil Grayson. Grayson dribbles back out to the perimeter, working in against Loverud. Throws it cross court. Shot on the way is off the mark. No good by Omar. And the rebound cleared by the defenders. Dordt leading 85-34 with 10 minutes remaining in the half. Top of the key three by Vanessa, missed it. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Waldorf. Warriors have it. Driving in. Off balance layup. Missed it. No good. Another miss. Here come the defenders. Vanessa with that rebound. Prinz on the left elbow. Back to Hargens. Hargens to Loverud. Loverud. Those long steps. He gets the 2-point bucket to go, so Ben Loverud with 4 points. And the defenders lead 87-34. Dordt calls a timeout to get reserves in. Just a timeout for substitution, so that timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. On the floor for the defenders right now, Hargens and Van Beek. Loverud, Bohr, and Vanessa. Here comes Waldorf for the basketball. Warriors have it. This is Chris Watley. Watley, a three, missed, no good. A rebound deflected out. Last touch by Waldorf. It'll be Dordt basketball. Waldorf shooting here in the second half. I think they're 4 of 20 now. Yep. 4 of 19 here in the second half. 28% for the ball game, 21% here in the second half. They are 3 of 20 from the arc. Jake Hargens driving in. Nothing there, Loverud. Over to Bohr. Bohr with the basketball. Bohr gets it over to Van Beek. Van Beek with it on the wing underneath Van Essen. Ty drops it off for Loverud. Loverud with the right hand, good. Ben Loverud with 6 points, and the defender lead is 89-34. 89-34 defenders. Thompson gives it up to Watley. Watley's drive is deflected out, and it'll be a jump ball, alternating possession. It'll be Waldorf basketball, 8:33 remaining. This was a 60-24 ball game at halftime. Dordt's outscored Waldorf 29-10 in the first 11 and a half minutes of the second half. Jake Hargens called for a reach-in foul out front. 89-34. And a new player checking in. This will be Dylan Skop. Skop will check in. Jake Hargens will check out. So Hargens from Greenville, Iowa. He'll check out of the ball game with a season high 15 points. Previous season best 12. So a three-pointer moments ago, pushing him to a new season best. Three-pointer missed, no good. A rebound cleared by Skop. Scott with the outlet pass to Van Beek. Xavier takes it up the floor. Hesitates, down to the right baseline, cut off. Comes back over to Skop. Skop to Bohr. Bohr, Van Essen looking. Van Essen comes back. Over to Van Beek. Van Beek steps beyond the three-point line. Comes back over to Van Essen. Van Essen back to Xavier. Xavier three, too strong, no good. Rebound taken around by Bohr. Bohr with the outlet pass over to Loverud. Loverud wants a clear out. Now throws it down into the post to Skop. Back to the basket for Dylan. Skop reverses back over to Bohr. Bohr inside to Van Beek. 8 to shoot for the defenders. Loverud back to Van Essen. Van Essen pull up from 15. Good. Ty Van Essen with 8 points, and the defender lead is 91-34. 91-34. This one went sideways for Waldorf early. No other way to describe it. Noble shot is blocked on the play by Loverud. Loverud with the block shot. Here come the defenders. Bohr steps into a triple. No good. Rebound cleared by Vanessen. Vanessen, outlet pass is tipped and stolen. And Waldorf with the run out by Graves, 91-36. That stops a 15-0 run by the defenders. Xavier Van Beek, the three, good. So X with another three. He's got 8. Ty Vanessen will check out of the ball game. And we've got Caden McLaughlin, junior from Washington, checking into the game. We still got 6:42 left to clean up in this one. Waldorf will bring the basketball back the other way. Dordt's going to go to 7-0 for the season. 1-0 in the conference. Waldorf's going to slide to 2-6 and 1-1. Rebound deflected, picked up by Xavier Van Beek, and Van Beek will bring it up the floor. Van Beek across the timeline, shakes left, goes right, comes back outside to Loverud. Loverud with it into the paint, gets it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin three, no good. And the rebound cleared by Waldorf. Here come the Warriors. Parr driving in, puts it up with the right hand. Nice looking move that time. That was Thompson, beg your pardon. Thompson with 5 as he kisses it high off of the glass. Dordt leads 94-38. Scott to McLaughlin. Nothing but nickels up on the board. 5:55 left to go. Dylan Scott, baseline move. Dylan Scott with his first 2. Dordt leads 96-38. He's the 12th player to score for the defenders so far. And a foul on the play called against the defenders and Ben Loverud. Well, it will not be like this on Saturday. At least I don't expect it. Taking on a very good Concordia team on Saturday. They're going to be coming off a bye, so they get the night off. They've been sitting home watching probably, just checking out GPAC games would be my guess. 3-pointer by Thompson. Thompson with 8. Dordt leads 96-41. Ben Loverud, a 3 on the other end, and Ben knocks down the triple. Loverud now with 9, and the defenders sitting at 99. 99-41 with 5:08 remaining. Left side pass. This is Thompson. Thompson driving in, scoop, missed it, no good. Rebound taken away. Here comes Xavier Van Beek over to Loverud. Loverud back to Van Beek. Van Beek throws it to Scott. Scott backing his way in, fires it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin puts it high off the glass, too strong, no good with the right hand. Rebound cleared by the Warriors. Coming up the floor with it is Thompson. Thompson into the paint. Comes back left side, Parr. Parr, 3, missed, no good. And the rebound taken away by Bohr. Bohr with it, 4:25 remaining. Bohr with the basketball, passes right side, Loverud. Loverud to Van Beek. Van Beek underneath, back out front, Loverud. Loverud to Skop. Skop to Bohr. Bohr with the basketball. And the defenders want a timeout. We're going to see some new players checking in for the defenders. I believe Steve Polachek's going to check in. Got a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Well, elsewhere in the league, here are your scores. Mount Marty leads Midland by 4, 52-48. Tyson Bohr, 3, rattles in and out, no good. Halfway down, pops out. Northwestern leads Dakota Wesleyan 75-54 with about 5 minutes left. And Morningside's up by 12 on Briar Cliff with 14 minutes remaining in that one. Tom Dobson in the ball game. Dordt with a steal. Here comes Bohr. Bohr, layup, right hand, good. Tyson Bohr with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 101-41. 101-41 defenders by 60. Right-handed layup is up and good for, well, who's the floater? That's Polachek with the 2-point bucket. 103-43 defenders. Waldorf has the basketball. Right side, Dobson on the defense, and a reverse layup is up and good for the Waldorf Warriors. Omar. So Omar with another 2. Pass comes over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Bohr. Bohr to Dobson. Dobson over the basketball. Dobson, Polachek. Polachek, 3, no good. And Dylan Scott trying to tap it out to the perimeter. He does, but there's nobody there to reel it in. And the defenders with a 103-45 lead. Well, these don't happen very often in the league. New players coming to the bench for the defenders with 2.5 remaining. I believe that's Syons and DeVries. 3-pointer by Parr. Parr with 15. He came into the game averaging 1.4 points per game. Dordt leads 103-48. Scott with the basketball, directing traffic. Looks, comes back right side, Bohr. Bohr to Scott. Scott off of the glass, good. Dylan Scott with 4. Dordt leads 105-48. Bohr and Scott will check out of the ball game. Syons will check in along with Tyson DeVries. And I believe that's everybody in uniform tonight for the defenders. Shot in the paint, no good. Rebound cleared. And we've got a foul called from behind on Caden McLaughlin. McLaughlin whistled for the personal foul. Waldorf's might make it the entire second half without committing a foul as well. Gene Noble will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. He's an 83% free throw shooter coming into the game. Free throw is up, and that one's good. 105-49 pending the free throw. Second free throw is up, and that one is good as well for Noble. So Noble makes them both. He's got 2 points. And the defender lead is 105-50. They inbound. Here comes DeVries. DeVries, a freshman from Pella, tries to pass it out after breaking the pressure, and it's stolen. Now stolen back by McLaughlin. Taps it out of bounds. It'll be Waldorf basketball. So Will Syons is a 6-foot sophomore from Waupun, Wisconsin. DeVries, number 32, is a 5'8 freshman from Pella, Iowa. Helped Pella Christian to a pair of state tournament berths as a sophomore and a junior. Got stopped shy last year, I believe, in a sub-state final. Thomas Dobson on the move. His shot no good. But Dobson will go to the free throw line, and that's the first foul of the second half called on Waldorf. And free throw time for Tom Dobson. Dobson is from Australia. Enrolled last year at semester. Did not play in a game, so he is a freshman from an eligibility standpoint. Dobson's first free throw kicks off of the heel, no good. Second free throw is up and good, so Dobson makes 1 of 2. And the defender lead is 106-50. 125 and counting. Kick out pass. 3 on the way, missed, no good. Rebound taken away by DeVries. DeVries with the basketball. Tyson into the front court. Feeds the trailer, McLaughlin. McLaughlin 3, no good. Rebound Syons. Syons, free throw line jumper, good. Will Syons for the 2-point basket. Dordt leads 108-50. Answering back, a 3 for Thompson, beg your pardon, a 2, 108-52. Polachek with it. Polachek to Syons. Ball's down on the floor, picked up by Waldorf. Waldorf coming back the other way. And the shot is up and good for Waldorf on the layup. Thompson with that two-point basket. Dordt answering with another two by Polacek. He's got 4. And Dordt leads 110 to 54. Lob pass over the top. Shot short, no good. 19 seconds remaining. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. Step back 3, missed, no good. Rebound McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it over to Dobson. 10 seconds remaining, and that's how this one's going to end. Dordt 110, Waldorf 54. The defenders now 7-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Waldorf 2-6, and 1-1. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a recap of tonight's men's college basketball game, Dordt versus Waldorf. 110 to 54 the final. We'll be back with more right after this on the Wireless World postgame show.
Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sue, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com. Your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
And Tyler Prinz with 3. And the defenders, taking a look at those stats. For those of you on the Dordt Media Network, we had a little bit of, we didn't have the mic on. The defenders, 46 of 72 from the floor, 64%, and 10 for 25 from the three-point arc, 40%. Go ahead and run the highlights. Dordt, 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%. Dordt had a 47-26 rebounding edge as well, and forced 15 turnovers and committed just 8. And limited Waldorf to 22 of 68 shooting for 32%, 5 for 27 from the three-point line for 18.5%. They were 5 of 5 from the free throw line for 100%. We told you Lucas Lorenzen, 27 points, 15 points for Jake Hargens, 7 for Rankin, 5 for Milliken, 8 for Kopic, 5 for Farrakala, 2 for Proctor, 2 for Science, 9 for Loverud, 8 for Van Beek, 3 for Prinz, 4 for Polacek, 1 for Dobson, 2 for Bohr, 8 for Vanesson, and 4 for Scott. Tyler Prinz had 10 rebounds. Lucas Lorenzen had 7, 5 for Ben Fairclough, 3 for Connor Milliken, and 2 for Luke Rankin. Prinz had his 10, 6 for Ty Vanesson. Assists, Luke Rankin had 6, 4 for Bryce Kopic, 3 steals for Milliken, 2 for Lorenzen. And the defenders improved to 7-0. Waldorf tonight, they're led by Cartier Parr with 15, and Thompson came off of the bench. He had 12. After that, it dropped off to Grayson with 7, and 4 for Omar. And the post player who Dordt was in all likelihood concerned with, Ugo Ejiofor. He came in averaging 15 points per game, limited to just 1 of 4 shooting tonight and 2 points. And taking a seat beside me for on the Wireless World post-game show is Tyson Bohr. Tyson is a senior from Hull, Iowa, and got a little bit of a run tonight, Tyson. Feel good to get out and play some extended minutes this evening?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I have a lot of fun cheering on the bench, but when we get out there, try to make the most of it. Ends up being a lot of fun with the players on the bench cheering us on. I mean, it's a ton of fun.
You are a senior. You're from Hull, Iowa. Was it a tough decision to make to come to Dordt? I mean, we refer to students like you, for lack of a better term, sometimes we have legacy people, and your family has a history at Dordt. Was it much of a decision for you, or was it kind of a foregone conclusion by the time you got to that point?
No, I mean, it was a pretty obvious decision. I came here watching my brother. My dad played here, and it was always kind of a dream to be able to put on the Dordt jersey. So when I got that opportunity, it was pretty easy to say yes.
Now, did your sister come here too?
Yeah, Kelly played some basketball too.
Yeah, so what are you studying?
Construction management.
Staying in the family business and all? Is that the intention, or are they going to kick you out and say figure something else for a little while? What's going to happen?
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. What do you like about that?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I really enjoyed doing work with my hands, seeing something from the ground up, turning into something really good. You already alluded to the fact your playing time can be hit and miss. How do you see your role on this team? I love going to practice. I love competing at practice, and then kicking these guys' butt during practice, and then seeing how it transfers to the court during the game is the best.
So what do you act as the opponent, or are you just simply doing your thing and making them better? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we split into 2 teams, the end of the bench and then the guys who get rotational minutes, and we do a lot of competition, and we go to battle in practice.
And now I see you during the day. You'll sneak in a workout. You'll get into the gym pretty regularly as well.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah, so I work out with JD quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's fun to work out with my brother. There's a big age difference. We haven't been able to maybe hang out as much as brothers should, but this chance has been really awesome, and getting that time to work out with him, I really cherish it.
So construction management, what kind of courses do you take with construction management?
I say it's a mix of engineering and business.
Okay.
So I'm taking the core business and some engineering classes.
What's your favorite class?
Corporate finance right now.
Corporate finance?
Right now it's corporate finance with Jesse Veenstra.
Okay. Well, we'll see if Dr. Veenstra is listening or not.
Hope so.
Okay.
Hope so. Maybe it'll help my grade out.
I doubt that you need that much. Thanks for coming up, Tyson, and glad that you were able to get some extended minutes here this evening. And people don't know this. I'll stick my head in every once in a while at practice, and I'll just once in a while I need to remind myself why I have this job.
Yeah.
I end up holed up in my office, and it's like, I'm going to go watch practice for a little bit. Really like the way you guys go after the guys that play more minutes, and Coach Van Haften will say this oftentimes. The first 7 don't get better without people pushing them on a regular basis because there's a pretty good team coming in on Saturday that we're facing. If our guys don't have somebody good to prepare against, it could be a rude awakening on Saturday. So thank you for what you do for this team.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike.
That's Tyson Bohr. He is a senior on the Dordt University men's basketball team, construction management major. And Coach Brian Van Haften will take a seat beside me, and we will get some closing comments, and we will wrap this up. This is the Wireless World post-game show, and Coach Van Haften kind of took the suspense out of this one early. 15-0 run. Great start for your team. What was your team doing well early in the ball game to get out to that big lead?
Well, I think we played really hard tonight. I thought they got the tip right out of the chute, and they threw it to the guy at the logo right there, and Luke Rankin is on him right there at that moment. And I think the message was sent that we're going to come after you tonight, and that's just kind of how we're going to try to play this year. And that's how we've always tried to play, of course, but this group has a chance to do it just a little bit better, full court wise. And I thought we had great pressure on the basketball tonight. They just could not get the ball inside the way they wanted to edge of 4. And our double was good in there as well. And then we just passed the ball really well tonight. I see 23 assists. It's a great effort by our guys all the way around, both halves. And a special shout out to our guys just for being selfless players all the way through the game here tonight.
Yeah, you end up getting people in for extended minutes, and sometimes it can just turn into running up the game and running up and down the floor and basically a pickup game.
Yep.
And there's a place for that,
yep,
I suppose. But as a coach of a university team, you want some structure to it, and it seemed like the guys that came in also executed the game plan pretty well.
They did a great job. Yeah, we're starting to see some really good things with Stephen Pulacek. Thought he did a nice job. He had a really nice JV game last night, as well as Dylan Scott had a really nice JV game as well. And it just showed there tonight. Those two guys were 4 for 5 between the two of them. And so when they had their chance, they're showing that they have a chance to play someday. And it was great. It starts with Luke Rankin getting people in the right spots, and finishes with Lucas Lorenzo making some shots along with Bryce and Connor. And so it's just a good effort by our guys here today, but I was really happy with how things went defensively today.
Concordia coming up on Saturday. All reports, they're a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, they've got 2 of the best 4-5 combination maybe in the country. I mean, these guys, Tristan Smith and Noah Shutt, are really good, and we're going to have to play our best game of the year to hang around.
Well, you have done what you can up to this point.
Yep, we have. The guys have done a wonderful job. It's a great group of young men. Just chapel this morning, the Professor Dieleman talked about how it's got to be we over me, and so we talked about that before the game today, and I think we saw that from the guys tonight, and they've been that way all year.
Coach, thanks for coming up.
All right.
We'll see you Saturday, and let's go get one on Saturday.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks for all your help.
That's Coach Brian Van Haften, and that's just about going to do it. Let's take one more trip around the conference and see the scoring. In men's basketball, it's a final. Northwestern defeats Dakota Wesleyan 87-68. So 87-68, the final there. Mount Marty and Midland. Mount Marty leads by 10 with 6 minutes left, 68-58. Briar Cliff leads Morningside 63-61 with 8 minutes remaining in that one. And as we noted earlier, Concordia is off because their women are playing College of St. Mary, and Hastings and Doane were off as well. So the very incomplete standings. Waldorf and Dakota Wesleyan are now 1-1. Northwestern goes to 2-0. Morningside still playing. Midland still playing. Dordt is now 1-0. Hastings did not play. Concordia did not play. Briarcliff still playing. Doane's not playing. They're 0-1. And Mount Marty still playing. They are 0-1. Women won tonight, 96-58. Dordt men win tonight, 110-54. That's going to do it for our broadcast. For Carson Schubert back at the KIHK studios, I'm Mike Biker.